When you are raising confident kids, you're not only contributing to balanced individuals, but to the balance of society as a whole, since our society is born from the family nucleus. A confident child is bound to be a more successful person that will not only live a happier and more meaningful life, but better able to contribute to society in a positive manner. On the contrary, an individual with low self-esteem is more prone to develop negative patterns going on from low resilience, relationship troubles, to even mental and/or physical abuse towards others. Thus, the importance of raising confident children. In this video, we'll discuss 5 steps to help you raise more confident kids so they'll have everything on their side to become more successful adults. 1. Start with being a confident parent. Always keep in mind that children learn and retain more from what they see their parents do rather than what their parents tell them. Lip service has little to no effect on children. If they sense or observe that you are not confident yourself, chances are that it will be very difficult for you to teach them confidence. Do as I say, not as I do, doesn't work with your kids. If you feel you lack confidence yourself, start searching for ways to improve this area. You can start reading self-help material and work on your personal development through mental and even physical exercises known to improve confidence. Some parents have even considered consulting a life coach to help them in this area. Ideally, it's best to work on yourself before you become a parent. However, it's never too late to work on your self-improvement to be able to raise more confident and balanced kids if you know that you are lacking in this area. 2. Make your kids work. Making your kids do small tasks around the house can go a long way. Some parents complain that their kids are not helping out around the house. They complain that they never clean the room, do the dishes, or help set the table. But such problems rarely come from the child themselves. The responsibility to teach small house chores falls on the parents. You can't expect your kid to develop a taste for house chores if you haven't taught them to do this from the time they were 3 years old. Anything you want to teach your child starts very early. If you teach your kids very early on to help around the house as a fun little game to play, not only will they do it with enthusiasm, but it will become very natural to them. This excellent habit will be ingrained into them forever. By participating in small house chores at a very young age, kids build confidence as they realize they can accomplish adult tasks. Making your kids do little work around the house not only boosts their confidence, but also teaches them the positive effects of a job well done. 3. Give your kids responsibilities. As they're getting older, give them tasks they will be responsible for. For example, if they want a pet, make sure they understand that they will have their responsibility to feed the pet when they are home. Create a schedule kids will have to stick to no matter what. For example, each day after school, it will be their responsibility to feed their pet. Make it clear to them that if they don't do it, the pet won't be fed, and explain to them the consequences that could result from that. Teaching your kids to be responsible will give them a huge boost of self-confidence because it will teach them that they are valuable and contributing to the world. The more responsibilities they are used to handle, the more confident your kids will become, and that confidence will stick around until adulthood. 4. Stop yelling. Yelling at your kids is probably one of the most destructive things you can do to your children, second only to hitting and abuse. Some people proudly say I don't hit my kids, I just yell at them. But what they don't understand is that yelling is almost as destructive as hitting because it's still a form of aggression. Be honest here, would you yell at your coworkers, your employees, your massage therapist, the cashier, so on and so forth? The point is that even today we still think it's okay to do to our own kids some things we would never do to anyone else. A child that's been yelled at a lot will put in some internal earplugs, so to speak, and most likely develop into a yeller themselves as an adult. But most importantly, if you yell at your children, they will sense your own lack of confidence. Confident people do not yell, and you can't raise a confident child by yelling at them. The parent-child relationship is a relationship like any other relationships. At times you are going to disagree, but you need to find a way to handle these disagreements in a calm, intelligent way. Calm, slow speech is 10 times more powerful than yelling, and way more upbuilding. 5. Encourage your kids' creativity. A good way to encourage your kids' creativity is by accepting their ideas. For example, if a toddler who is setting the table decides to be a little creative in doing so, there's no immediate need to correct them. Instead, praise your child for this creative way of setting the table. If they pour the flour jar on the kitchen floor, refrain from yelling and getting frantic about it. Instead, let them express themselves and hide the flour jar better next time. But as for now, the mess has already been done anyway, so use it to teach your child that genuine mistakes are allowed. Allowing your kids to make mistakes and be creative in their own ways will be a tremendous boost for their confidence. By being a calm, confident parent who understands the value of giving your children responsibilities and little work to do around the house from a very young age, while giving them some space and freedom to develop their creativity by making mistakes, you're going to raise strong, confident kids. The list doesn't end here though, and we'd love to hear your ideas on raising confident kids. Share your thoughts below using the comment form, because we could all benefit from hearing what you have to say. That's all for this video. If you found this video helpful, we would really appreciate it if you'd share this video with someone else who you think would benefit from knowing this information, as well as hopping on over to our website and signing up for our email newsletter by clicking the link in the description. By signing up, you'll not only be the first to hear about our new releases, but you also get exclusive goodies that are only given to our email subscribers. Finally, the next time you're looking to buy baby products, I encourage you to take a look at what we have available. Let me tell you, we aren't just out to make a profit, and pride ourselves on our high quality products and excellent service. All of our products are laboratory tested to ensure they are 100% safe for you and your baby, which unfortunately isn't something every company can say. On top of that, we donate 10% of our profits to children's charities and hope to increase this as Starlight Baby continues to grow. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and here's to making a positive difference in the lives of our children and the world as a whole.